So what if for an alien ship, if you know the state of the resonance of your ship in the future, and you transmit by laser that resonance so that your ship is in resonance with the light, with the beam you're passing out at a point in the future. I'm guessing the pilot might see a red shift or a green shift in light. From his perspective, what is pulling the ship? So the strange idea is you have a beam traveling ahead of an object and that object riding on the beam. I just want to know if it could happen. My human side says no. Maybe, but once it reaches T2, it's discordic with T1. T1 becomes delta. It's resonant with T2 and the beam at. And maybe when you get this right, you can cause distance, where your resonance is pushed further along the beam of light and your discord is pushed further back. No, the discord must always be smaller than the distance between you and what you're resonant with in the future. And the discord is smaller because you maintain resonance. So it took less energy. Since T2 is resonant with T3 and discordic with T1, T2 and T3 is lower energy, is a higher energy state than T1. So if T2 is resonant with T3, then it's a higher energy state than T1 and T2. But maybe there's limitations when you get extremely fast. Or maybe the resonance in the craft builds and builds and builds so much with the discord between its resonance and the light that the system has to shut down. And it can't accelerate until the ship can go back into a resting state and begin another resonance, or the ship can dampen the discord somehow. It could be that T3 gets further and further and then closer and closer. If T3 gets further and further and closer, then T3 does work. The ship would also have to oscillate, and I'm guessing the ship would oscillate in some way that canceled out with where it would be on the light beam in the future, so that when it reached that point, it was discordic with the past when it was resonant in the past in the future. Maybe objects have energy when their energy stream causes some oscillation in a location where the epsilon is going to be in the future. If this epsilon has direction inverse of where it's going to be in the future, then the object becomes attracted to itself's future flow. But I think actually what it needs for a particle. Yes! This relationship suggests, and since I have minus and plus, the transmission of the laser is one step ahead. So these two taken as a single point in time, maybe it's a beam of electrons. No, because then it would ionize the atmosphere. Zoom.